The Berlin-based anti-corruption group Transparency International says it is concerned that allegations of conflicts of interest and nepotism in the Trump administration may hurt international perceptions about America's ability to continue serving as a champion of anti-corruption efforts around the world. Europe correspondent Luis Ramirez reports.
The Berlin-based group minces no words in laying out what it sees as troubling signs in the new administration.
The concerns about the US are the concentration of power, the ideas around conflicts of interest being unmanaged, cronyism, nepotism, and the muzzling of the press. So these are the conditions that we would look out for in the future as to where a country might decline in the rankings.
I, Donald John Trump.
President Donald Trump has vowed to drain the swamp, take power away from Washington cronies, and give it back to the people. But Trump's decision to name his son-in-law as a senior advisor and conflict of interest allegations have drawn the scrutiny of the U.S. media, and that, Transparency International says, could hurt America's image as a world anti-corruption leader.
It's played a very important role and a very successful role. But it can only do that if it has the moral authority to tell others to live by its own standards. And if its own standards decline, that will be a problem.
Transparency notes there are no actual signs of corruption, and Trump's nominees are making their way through the process. Among the most scrutinized was Secretary of State nominee Rex Tillerson.
Rex Tillerson, I think, has done a good job of divesting himself immediately of his Exxon stock, of sort of reducing conflicts of interest. The Office of Government Ethics, which advises the president and presidential appointees on these issues, gave him a relatively clean bill of health relatively quickly. Other candidates still have some questions over their heads.
For world leaders seeking to build relations with the new president, perceptions of potential corruption in the U.S. are, at this stage, low on the agenda.